Hello children, today we are going to study English Literature Lesson 10, The Mitten. This story is about some animals who try to fit themselves into a mitten as it was very cold over there. Children, do you know the meaning of mitten? Mitten is a type of glove that has one part for the thumb and another part for all four fingers. In Hindi, we say dastana. Now children, let us read the first page. While playing in the snow, a little boy lost his mitten. A small owl found the mitten. The mitten is so warm. Let me sleep for a while. So saying, he cuddled up into the mitten. As the owl was about to sleep, a rabbit came by. Dear owl, it is cold outside. Will you let me in? Sure, rabbit. We must share our things. As the owl and the rabbit settled down to sleep, a fox came by. Can I come in? You can come in. See if you can fit in. So children, in the first page, we see that a long time ago, a little boy lost his mitten while playing in the snow, and a small owl found it. The mitten is so warm. Let me sleep for a while. Saying this to himself, the owl cuddled up into the mitten. And as the owl was about to sleep, a rabbit came near by the owl and started telling the owl that, dear owl, it is very cold outside. Will you let me come inside the mitten? So the owl said, sure, we must share our things. Children, we should always share our things with one another. So as the owl and rabbit settled down to sleep, a fox came by and said, can I come inside the mitten? On hearing this, they said, you can come in, but see if you can fit inside. Now children, let us read the second page. The fox put his nose inside the mitten slowly. He put his ears inside. Then he put his head, and finally he was in the mitten. The mitten became bigger and bigger. As the three animals became comfortable, a bear came by. Can I come in? You can come in if you can fit in. When the bear got inside, the mitten became bigger and bigger and bigger. And then a mouse came by. If I can fit, the mouse can too. Can I come in? The mouse settled comfortably, and suddenly the bear sneezed. The mitten split into many pieces and the animals went flying. Now children, let us understand the second page. The fox put his nose, his ears, and then he put his head. and finally he was inside the mitten, and the mitten became bigger and bigger. And as the animals became comfortable in the mitten, a bear came by. "Can I come in?" asked the bear. Then the animal said, "Yes, you can, but only if you can fit inside." Now you know what happened, children? As the bear got inside, the mitten became bigger, bigger and bigger. And after that, a mouse came and said, "Can I come in?" The animals thought that if we can fit inside the mitten, then the mouse can also fit here. The mouse settled comfortably inside the mitten, and suddenly, children, what happened suddenly? Do you know? Suddenly the bear sneezed, and as the bear sneezed, the mitten split into many small pieces, and the animals went flying. Now children, let us read and understand the last page. The bear landed in a cave where he went to sleep. The fox landed in a den and went to sleep. The rabbit landed in a hole in the ground and went to sleep. The owl landed in a hole in a tree and went to sleep. The little mouse shared his home with the rabbit. The torn mitten landed at the feet of the young boy. He picked up the mitten, but he was surprised. Wonder how the mitten grew so big. Why is it torn? So children, where did the animals went flying? The bear landed in a cave. The fox landed in a den. The rabbit landed in a hole in the ground, and the owl landed in a hole in a tree. And they all went to sleep, and the little mouse shared his home with the rabbit. And now the torn mitten landed at the feet of the young boy. He picked up the mitten, but he was surprised to see it. Children, why was the boy surprised as the boy saw the mitten? He was surprised because he was thinking in his mind how his lost mitten grew so big and why it is torn. So, children, this is how the story ends. Do revise it at home. Thank you and God bless you all.